No one knows about this. The maid of honor doesn't know. My mom doesn't know. The bridesmaids don't know. I don't even know how to start this video.
Hi guys.
No, it's not like a happy video.
Hi guys.
As you can tell by the video title, we have decided to call off our wedding. So after we moved back from South Carolina to California, things kind of went haywire, and it was a lot of adjusting to do. I kept saying maybe we should just hold off on doing the wedding until a later date, and Zach really wanted to do the wedding because he felt like if we didn't do it now, then we would never end up having like the wedding that we really wanted to have, because we just eloped in South Carolina, so it wasn't like a wedding, and we didn't want that. And
I just felt like if we put it off once, we were gonna like keep putting it off.
Plus, we didn't even like really want anyone to know that we got married, but people found out, so it was supposed to just really be between us, and it wasn't after that. So we moved back from South Carolina, and like things basically hit the fan. Like just a lot happened, and I really won't go into it because it's not really important, but we just had a lot of figuring stuff out to do. We had a lot of stuff to figure out. We were planning on maybe moving to Oregon, and then we thought maybe we'll stay in California, but the prices are very expensive here, so especially with the fire, so we can't really afford to live here. So we still kind of don't know what we're doing necessarily, but my brother kind of mentioned like something that kind of like hit a nerve, I guess. He said that no one made you have a baby. Although that was like harsh, it was true. And he said maybe like you should just not do the wedding. So I talked to Zach about it, and we decided that like that's probably the best thing to do. There's nothing wrong with our relationship, although we are working to like always make our relationship better.
Yeah. We're
not like breaking up or anything like that. We're just not having the big wedding, and I should say we're not calling off the wedding. I guess we're postponing the wedding.
Yeah.
My maid of honor is still like my maid of honor.
Yeah, but she doesn't know this yet.
Yeah, so she's finding this out. But a lot of the people that we wanted to come to the wedding anyways, like all my bridesmaids were like, oh sorry, I can't come anymore. So it was kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah,
it was like weird because like everybody like that we really wanted to come, like that was gonna be like a big trip for them to make it. Like it just so happened that they all were either doing another thing at that given time, so it just wasn't working out.
And honestly, I just didn't have the motivation to like plan a wedding. I don't know if a lot of you know, but I have really bad anxiety, and the thought of like planning a wedding just terrified me, and the thought of spending minimum $20,000 just was like, oh my gosh, we just don't have that money. We have a 1-year-old. I rather make myself better, make my relationship better, make my life better than have a big wedding that I spend money for that like is one day of happiness with months of stress, and it's not worth it for me at this time.
That it just like adds, like it makes things more difficult. Like for us right now, it would make things more difficult than they have to be.
Especially here with the prices of everything, it's just already too much money just to live, so I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I'd rather take like the months that we would take to plan it and just like enjoy our time together.
I think that it was kind of like a culture shock coming back to California with the price, not necessarily anything else. And I live with my mom. We live with my mom now, so it's kind of like we want to get out of this situation as quickly as possible. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but we're independent, you know. We want to have our own space, have our own life. So we are definitely working towards that in the time being, you know.
It's definitely a good opportunity to live here because we're like saving a bunch of money, but I think that as adults, it's like independent, and as a married couple, with a baby, it's like important that, you know, we have our own space too, and we can kind of.
This is baby
number 3.
No. This is basically a public announcement to everyone, like our family and friends.
When we have our wedding, I want to do it right.
Yeah,
you know?
and
like
have
I want
it
to
be
make
fun
sure
and
that it's
we can afford it. And
exactly, I don't want to do it halfway.
That's this, but since this video is probably going to be super short, I think we should just do a little update. Aurora is now 1 year old. Well, actually, she's almost 14 months.
She's 13 and a half.
Okay, she's 13 and a half months. She's now walking. She's still as chunky as ever.
She's like running.
Yeah,
she's a quick
crazy.
Little thing. Like overnight, it was like no walking, then walking, and then running.
We haven't like been vlogging really. We've kind of stepped away from the things that we love because we were really trying to figure out where we wanted to be and what we wanted to be and who we wanted to be and like
direction.
Yeah, I guess we were trying to find like what direction we wanted to go in life. Not necessarily YouTube, but definitely in life. With YouTube, I want to produce better content and more frequent content, and I had a lot of fun doing that in South Carolina, but I also had more time. As you guys probably know, I have a job now, and so it's really hard to find time. I definitely want to continue making videos. I really love doing it, and I think it's fun to like vlog, even though like I want people to see into our lives. I want to start filming more about my diabetes so you guys can see that aspect of me. And yeah, anything else you want to add? Anything new with you?
No.
Yeah. I guess that's it. Stay tuned for more vlogs and more sit-down videos and more videos in general. I think it's important that you know every aspect of everything, because I see a lot of YouTubers that they seem like they have a perfect life, and yeah, I love watching them because they seem like they never fight, they never have any issues, but it's not real, and I want people to see what a young, out of the military couple like with a baby, what it's actually like.